Everyone around you documents everything. The meal before they eat it, the outfit before they leave the house, the sunset, the concert, the random Tuesday coffee, they just do it. And you're sitting there watching them, scrolling through the results later, but the thought of doing it yourself has never once landed. You have the apps, you open them every day, watch stories, scroll feeds, drop a like. But your own profile is a museum exhibit from 2020. Everyone else treats social media like a microphone. You treat it like a window. There's a term for why posting feels so unnatural: context collapse. The second you think about sharing something, your brain has to address every person you've ever accepted a follow request from. Your coworker, your childhood friend, your aunt, that random from a party 4 years ago, all at once, one photo, one caption. Somehow it has to make sense to every single one of them. In real life, you'd never talk to all those people the same way. Online, your brain runs that equation, can't solve it, and defaults to nothing. That's why even imagining what you'd post feels like effort before you've started. Your brain is trying to speak to 5 different rooms with one sentence. Every version sounds wrong, so you say nothing at all. And that default to nothing has a price you probably haven't connected yet. When you don't post, you disappear. Not dramatically, slowly. Your name stops floating through people's daily scroll, so you stop floating through their head. Friend groups plan things and forget to loop you in, not on purpose, but you're just not in their periphery. Someone new asks for your Instagram, sees basically nothing, and you can feel them recalculating who you are in real time. That reaction has a name the audience effect. When your brain registers that a group is watching, it shifts from experiencing to performing. It redirects energy from living the moment to monitoring how you look living it. Every time you even consider posting, your brain treats it like stepping onto a stage. A casual photo becomes a public appearance, and your system just shuts the whole thing down. And the invisibility doesn't just live on your profile, it follows you. You want the warmth sometimes. You see someone get 80 comments on a birthday post, a promotion announcement flooded with people celebrating them. You want that. But you can't bring yourself to post the thing that would prompt it. So you watch other people get celebrated and tell yourself you don't need it. So you've got someone who opens the app every day, watches everyone else broadcast, opts out entirely, and quietly fades from their own social circles. None of that happened by accident. But the part most people never look at is where the instinct to stay invisible actually started, because that reflex didn't just show up one day. Your brain learned it somewhere. Think about how you move through real life. Not just online. You don't love being the center of attention at a table. You'd rather listen than perform. When someone points a camera at you, something tightens. That impulse to stay in the background existed long before Instagram. Social media just gave it a digital stage to avoid too. Your brain is running something called the spotlight effect. It consistently overestimates how closely anyone would examine what you put out there. You assume people would scrutinize your photo, judge your caption, analyze your outfit for 10 minutes. The data on this is wild. In reality, most people scroll past in under 2 seconds and forget it by the next post. You're guarding against an audience that was barely going to glance. But not everyone who stays quiet online is avoiding the same thing. Some people don't post because they genuinely don't need it. Low pull toward external validation, no dopamine hit from broadcasting. They experience life locally, and that's enough. Others don't post because the idea of being truly visible, where people can look at you and form opinions, is quietly paralyzing. First one is a preference, second one is protection, and the difference matters. Because one of those is a boundary worth respecting. The other is a wall you built so long ago you forgot it was even there. I'll be honest, not every version of staying offline is serving you. If the silence is genuine peace, you post nothing and lose 0 sleep. That's increasingly rare and worth protecting. But if it's not peace, if it's avoidance dressed up as a choice, then you're not guarding your privacy, you're cutting yourself off from connection and calling it preference. And that equation, the one running every time you think about sharing something, it never actually finishes calculating. Because the thing your brain overestimates more than anything is how much anyone would have cared. People who post freely aren't braver than you. They just never ran the math. So everyone around you documents their life without a second thought, and you're watching from behind a window you installed yourself. You didn't choose privacy, you chose control. And somewhere along the way, the control started choosing for you. If you've ever wondered why you also can't stand small talk with people you barely know, same wiring, different room. I break these down every week if you want the next one.